I am here with Frequency's Hugz. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing great, man. Just made it out of my pool, so I'm feeling good.
All right, so you made it out of your pools. So walk me through your matches. You know, who'd you fight? How'd you do?
So I played Stud Muffin. He's this Sheik from SoCal. He's pretty good. He plays really patient. Tough matchup, but I kept it solid, and I beat him pretty convincingly. And then I had a Jigglypuff from the Midwest. Same thing, beat him pretty convincingly, so I stayed in winners the whole time.
So they didn't give you any trouble at all, you don't think?
They gave me troubles in terms of like me feeling nervous about the matches, because it's hard matchups for my character Samus. But still, once it started, it's just like I executed and it was fine. It's kind of like doing a speech, right, in front of a classroom. You still feel nervous, but as soon as you get up there, you practice, you know what you're doing, and it works out.
Right on. So now you're moving on to your pools tomorrow. You're up against Mango, I believe, right?
No, not right away. Mango's at the end of that. If I get there, so I got to play Axe first. The Pikachu did really well at MLG. And then Doe or Toph. It's a Fox and a Peach from NorCal, and one's from the East Coast. They're both good. And then Westballs, who I've beaten him before over in SoCal. I've beaten him a couple of times, so I feel good about it. He beat me last time, but you know, I've looked at the tape, I see what I did wrong, and I'm gonna be ready for him.
You were all
then Mango, yeah.
All right. So you were also at MLG. What was your opinion of MLG as a whole?
The event, it needed work. It wasn't ran as well, and I think they know that too. But it's you know, I'm happy that the community got to be there. I thought it was great. It's a great opportunity for the community. They just need to work on making sure it's a well-run event next time. But you know, Jake, who runs Smash over at MLG, you know, he tried his heart out, and you know, he loves Smash. It's just bad things happen, you know. But you know, hopefully they'll put it together for next time.
What have you been doing for preparation for EVO since then?
So a different approach I'm taking this time is I'm kind of taking it the same way I do a final in school, right, in college, where I made a study guide. I know who I'm playing, the bracket's up, I know exactly who I'm playing. I looked through the tape, I wrote down notes, I got ideas for how to handle certain situations that they tend to do, and so I'm taking it like that, so nothing's going to surprise me really when I show up.
Right on. Okay, so are you afraid of anybody like coming up in this event, like after Mango? If you manage to beat Mango, right? Or are you afraid of, you know, Armada, Mewtwo King, any of those melee gods that are here?
You mean if I beat the best player in the world in Mango, then I'm not going to be worried about anybody. Straight up.
Oh, good answer. That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Okay, so you had a chance to play Smash 4 at E3. What was your impressions of that? Do you think it's going to be a competitive title? So
I think Smashers and the community is going to pick it up as a competitive title regardless. It's going to happen. It's going to be big. Whether it'll sustain itself as a competitive title, I don't know yet. It's definitely way different from Melee. It's definitely steering away from Melee. So some people have a problem with that. Hopefully they fix a few things to make it more competitive, like getting rid of laggy aerials and different things like that, so it doesn't boil down to a spectator unfriendly kind of camp fest, you know, which is what happened with Brawl. So hopefully the community will play it. Hopefully the community makes it fun to watch, and we can continue to play it in the future.
Do you think Nintendo is going to really get behind it as it's like a new title and like really try and embrace, like, you know, as other companies have done, like Riot with their with League of Legends, like newer titles, you know, they try and do that for marketing purposes. Do you think Nintendo is going to do that? I
think they definitely will. They definitely now acknowledge the competitive community. They know we're out there. They enjoy it. I mean, they're sponsoring EVO, right? So they're making strides in that sense. I think at this point the game's almost complete, so it's a little late to make it a super competitive title. But they're totally going to back it. They're totally going to hope that the community picks it up, and we will. But we'll see how Nintendo goes on in the future. We'll see how they feel about people still playing Melee, because that's going to live on, you know. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, maybe there will be a Project W. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe, or maybe a Melee HD. Everyone's hoping for that, so I hope that happens. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
It's been rumored for a long time, but we'll see. So you were recently picked up by Frequency Gaming. All right, tell me a little bit about the team, like how you got involved with them, and what your impressions are so far.
So I was approached by team captain Cash over at MLG, and it left a good impression on me, because the first thing that we talked about was, you know, he knew my history. He knew my involvement with Smash. He didn't just, oh, you're the documentary guy? Hey, you want to be on my team? It's like, no, he knew what kind of results I was having. He knew other people to compare me to. So it's like they did their research. I really like that. And on top of that, there is SoCal team. You know, they want to help support the players in SoCal because they feel, and I feel, we're the best players in the world.
Right.
We just don't get out to events, and that's what they're aiming to do. They're getting the best players from one of the most underrepresented regions when it comes to sponsors. So I think it's an awesome idea. I was totally into the idea when he spoke to me. I talked to him some more, and everything's been positive. I would not join a team that I didn't feel was going to be a right fit for me, and they were totally a right fit for me.
What other teams approached you, and like, why do you think they weren't a good fit for you?
In terms of other teams, I don't feel like they were necessarily a team that would fit because I didn't see them being the kind of team that would aim to really support their players. Just like, you do well, cool. Like, it's not like they didn't see it as an investment. They saw it as they were just purchasing a product. Like, you're already set. All right, go do your thing.
Right.
I think it's important to look at players as an investment because as long as they have that heart and to work hard, they're going to keep getting better and they're going to keep doing well for you. So that's the difference I saw between Frequency and other teams. So, and I really like that.
Great. All right, so before we let you go and get ready for pools tomorrow and enjoy the rest of EVO, do you have any shout outs or anything you'd like to say to the community?
So shout outs to Frequency Gaming, for being so supportive. The team's awesome. Even though they don't play my game, they're still completely supportive. They were watching my match on stage. So shout outs to them. Shout outs to Listen. They're providing the headphones. I love these headphones. And then also shout outs to all the homies, Mango, Lucky, Westballs, Johnny. I expect all of SoCal to do amazing, Dunskies, to do amazing here at the tournament. I think the only people that are going to knock out SoCal is SoCal, so that's what I want to see. I want to see SoCal make it all the way to the end.
SoCal versus the world, then?
Yeah, that's what I want. SoCal top 8 all over the place until we knock each other out.
Great, man. Well, I'd like to thank you very much for your time, HugS. All right, and this has been Dustin Steiner from esportsmax.com. You can follow us on Twitter at esportsmax. You can follow HugS at HugS.
At HugS86.
All right, and then you can follow Frequency Gaming at FRQ Gaming. And then check out the rest of our EVO 2014 coverage at esportsmax.com. Thank you very much.